Welcome, dear reader, to a candlelit corner of the old world, where superstition lingers like mist and inked pages still whisper of wolves and ruins, of letters sealed and secrets kept. Together, we'll read through the shadows of Bram Stoker's Dracula, chapter by chapter, hearthlight by hush. So brew something warm, light a candle if you like, and let's step quietly into the dark. Welcome, dear listeners, to a journey into the mist-veiled borders of literature and legend. Today, we begin our descent into Dracula, Bram Stoker's Gothic masterpiece, one stitched together from diary entries, telegrams, and letters. It is a novel masquerading as an archive. From the very first line, Stoker invites us into an uneasy tension between the rational and the uncanny, the scientific and the folkloric. We are meant to feel like readers who are encountering a true account, something real, something that has been gathered, and perhaps even maybe something that should not have been found. Bram Stoker himself was an Irishman, born in 1847. He grew up in the shadows of folklore, spiritualism, and political unrest. All of these you will see woven as threads throughout this text as you aim to dissect it, and even if you aren't aiming to dissect it, they're there. Though he worked in the realm of theater, he served as a manager to Henry Irving, also dwelled intellectually in the shifting Victorian anxieties, which you definitely will see within this text. Anxieties around science, empire, gender roles, and what I notice most strikingly in the text, religious belief. At the time Dracula was written, England prided itself on its industrialism, on its imperial dominance. Even with all that pride, underneath there was this fear of contamination from foreign lands, from the past, and even from within the human soul, from within the self. That is perhaps where this tale of Dracula most unnerves us. Dracula himself is not merely a monster. He's a being who has mastered the animal instincts and turned them into terrifying power. He is not ruled by desire, but he wields it. He becomes, in a sense, the alpha animal of the species. He's patient, cunning, sensually aware, and terrifyingly civilized. He does not lose control, he redefines it. As we read, we meet a cast of narrators, none of whom tell the full story alone. The book is a mosaic of fragmented truths. It reminds us that no single voice can tell us everything, and sometimes the most dangerous figures are the ones we thought we understood. If Dracula were to be being told from his point of view, the plot could be summarized as a refined, well-read gentleman from the Carpathian mountain region is simply trying to relocate to England for business and cultural enrichment. He's hired a solicitor, Jonathan Harker, prepared a charming guest room, and is doing his absolute best to master the language and customs. Unfortunately, his guest keeps snooping around, growing suspicious, and disrespecting his hospitality. Things get tense. Later, a gentleman arrives in England, only to be met with fear, hostility, and aggressive real estate gatekeeping. He turns to his only remaining options: blood, shadows, and mild telepathy. So, with that perspective in mind, let's sharpen our senses, see if we can, through the mists of multiple narrators and reliable perspectives, get to the truth of the matter. The howling begins, and the borders of belief will blur. If this video brought something to life for you, you can support my work through Buy Me a Coffee or explore the tools I use to create these series down below. Every little gesture truly does help keep this corner of bookish candlelight glowing.